everyone, my name is Princess and I'm live on set at Let's Talk With, and today we're having another talk show session. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, make sure you watch till the end because we're going to be speaking some juices and seeds on this table. And today I have an amazing guest with me. Please make welcome Chisom Uwese.
Hello.
Right. How do you feel? Being on today?
I am fine. So amazing being on this really live show today.
Really?
Yes. Actually, I'm a follower, and I watched the past two videos already.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
They're amazing. You've been a picture. Well done.
Thank you. I feel like my heart is just going to fall into my arms right now. Yeah. Thank you so much for being on set with me today. For accepting to be here because it's a lot actually. So is this your first time on set, like a talk show session, this kind of?
Literally, yes. This is my first time.
Really?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm not.
I am.
I'm not nervous. I'm not really nervous.
I don't know, but we're going to make it through. So happy International Youth Day to every youth out there, across nations, across generations. We are celebrating the Youth Day today, which is the 12th of August. And we are happy to say that we are hoping, and everybody at Let's Talk is hoping for a brighter, a bigger and a better future for all the youth across nations all over the world. So if you're a youth, today is our day and you have to rock it to the fullest. Don't let anybody spoil your plans or your dreams. Go after your big goals and make sure you do it with all integrity and honesty. So today we're going to be talking about intergenerational solidarity, which is the theme for this year's Youth Day. And like I said before, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Make sure you watch till the end and share to your friends and family if you find this video very helpful. Okay, so I remember when I sent you the topic for today, which is intergenerational solidarity, and actually went ahead to make my own research because I needed to come here prepared, and I actually found out that intergenerational solidarity is an actual online course, which means it goes deeper. In fact, I just feel like it's just what we know that we're going to share here, but nevertheless, we're going to do a perfect job. So I have my notes here, just so I don't forget anything and I'm not missing out the teas and the milk and juices. Okay, enough of the play. So, in your own words, what can you tell me about intergenerational solidarity?
Okay, intergenerational solidarity is a concept that has to do with the degree of closeness or the level of knowledge shared among or between two different generations. Like you definitely know that we have the generation XYZ, if you've heard of that before.
Exactly.
They have the old generations, the 90s, those Yoganis,
we have the millennials,
and the rest. So when we see the degree of closeness between these two generations, how they react, how they communicate, how they share ideas, how close they are. That is the major concept. All this concept majorly talks about the closeness of between these two generations.
Okay, in the sense that they either support each other. So I feel like a typical example of intergenerational solidarity has to be like a family.
Yes.
So that's where you have your mom and dad from different generations, and then the children are from different generations and all of that. So personally, how connected do you feel to your parents or like those older than you? Do you feel like there are so many differences or there are less similarities?
Okay, first I'm close to my parents, but definitely see some similarities and some differences. Because the way you see things and different from the way you see things. Especially even in decision making or some choices you want to take, or even some things you want to do. You might be doing it and thinking, it's okay with me, this because of the generation we are in now, because of things change, technology, practice, the way things are changed compared to what they saw before. So the way they might be thinking is totally different from the way you're thinking. So I might be doing something in this way, and to me it's okay. But to them,
they don't feel it's right.
No, right. But I think when we get onto a middle ground, I'm definitely a middle ground where we come to understand, this, for example, there's some norms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like our values, yes. We know that on that background, they actually taught us a lot. I feel like once we just understand each other on the basis of like where we have similarities, everything goes smoothly. So it's still like under intergenerational solidarity and all of that, where everybody comes to a certain point where they understand each other and everything is like going smoothly for them based on their similarities. But then when we have differences, like your parents are like unable to understand the point of view where you're coming from, how do you make them, let me use the word again, understand? How do you make them understand your perspective without being disrespectful or not polite and all of that?
Okay, first you have to give them, you have to try to explain to them calmly. Even though some of them might not want to understand you though,
Exactly.
but you have to be patient with them because literally they don't know what you know. So you have to be patient and try to explain to them calmly. Then try to make them understand that this is the right thing or this is the thing, this is the way I should go. Even though they might have their own way they want you to go, but if you try to explain to them calmly, you should understand. There are people that understand that they are parents.
I do understand, but there are also parents that never.
Definitely.
I feel like some parents just kind of make their children, I don't know, they kind of impose and force things on them. They just feel like you're still young, you can't make that decision for yourself. We are your parents and you have that responsibility. Yeah, I feel like it should be done out of love. If it's done out of love, I feel like your child to understand the perspective where you're coming from. But if it's like you're just trying to force things on them, they might end up.
Even definitely, even trusting them also. If you can
Yeah.
trust goes a long way. Because most parents they tend not to trust their children. Maybe they will say okay, they trust you, but because of out of fear, they want to impose, they want to go wayward or do things outside the way. But when you trust a child, and you train a child well, that's okay.
So who are you closest to, your mom or your dad?
Okay, this question. Okay, I'm closer to my mom because literally when from my youngest even to now, we are more with her. My dad currently is not in Nigeria. He comes and goes. So she was the one that raised us. Even though my dad was there, but the closest is my mom.
Okay, so from what you said now, the closer you is your mom. Is it because of like distance, like the proximity between the both of you is very very close, and like she's always there?
Yeah, that would be.
That would
I
be
would say
why.
yes. Yeah. That
Wow.
would be.
Alright, so what about those people who, okay, there was this day I was like watching a video on YouTube, and then there's this young lady who was talking about the relationship she has with her parents, and she says she's closest to her dad. Well, her dad is not with her. She lives with her mom, but then she's closest to her dad. So for people who have like long distance relationship with their maybe any parents at all, how would you advise them to go about that? Like still keeping that father, maybe father daughter, father son stuff and everything.
That can be possible because maybe I guess the communication level between these two was a nice one. I mean, they had time to communicate, they call each other, and they meet and they talk well. They can still maintain it just to keep up the pace, even though it might sometimes might be hard because maybe if the father is in a different country, different from Nigeria, and comparing the time zones and how busy it might be, and comparing looking at his work schedule and all that. So it might be a bit shaky, but it's possible to maintain.
Exactly. So in terms of communicating your message, I know you've said that before, but I know that right now there are a lot of, let me say, specifically the Gen Zs and all of that. They are moving into the workplace. I would say mainly digitally, right? Because I don't think there's anyone who is like a lawyer already.
Even if you have a lawyer, you have a digital lawyer.
Right? So I know that there are a lot of them who are moving into tech, and I really appreciate them for that. But there are some workplaces where they are not allowed to express themselves just for the fact that they think you are in the youngest generation, so you just have to learn. Unfortunately, these young people know like a lot of things because I've seen young people who are into tech. I'm just saying because that's the example. I've seen a lot of people who are into tech and they are doing amazingly well. but then they're not able to express themselves in their workplaces just because the so-called elder ones are thinking that because you are younger, it's automatic that you have to like listen to us, look up to us. We're not saying we won't listen, no. We're not saying nobody's going to listen. But what's like your advice for those people who are being, I don't want to say oppressed, but like they're just being looked down on in their workplaces? What's your advice to them to like just
Um, First of all, as you said, the new Generation Z guys are the ones taking over right now. So, and there's this notion that they say young guys are maybe because they say they're not experienced, as per se in workplace that they're not experienced, so their voices are not being heard in terms of decision making. And literally, a study has been made on this, and it was said that over 6.3 causes 6.3 million causes of depression is as a cause is based on this matter. So yes, because people tend to, because they feel if you don't hear my voice, they feel left out, they feel neglected. So that might drive them into depression. So what I advise in this case is tend to give them a voice, listen to them first. Yes, they might not have the perfect idea as per se, but definitely they have a voice. I think everyone actually has a voice. You might be saying rubbish, but in the rubbish you see a sense in it. So I think the best thing is to give them positions, trust them, listen to their voices, give them more room to showcase themselves. Because you caging them and skin them and silencing them won't solve the case. Because you say, okay, we want experience. You can see you're a young guy that just came up from school, but not having experience in the work. But the ideas you have can take your company from level 10 to level 100.
wow,
Yes.
that's like another times 10.
Definitely. So don't say because he's young you don't take the idea. It doesn't make sense. So I think is let's give these guys, let's give these young people more platform to showcase themselves. Involve them in decision making, add them to the board if possible. Even in politics, they should give them room. Nobody is too young. Like I love the this campaign I was doing. Not too young to rule, something like that. See, nobody is too young. Yeah, they're saying the country is going somewhere. The old men have been ruling, and they are this way they have led us to. Nobody is saying the young people will take the country to the next step, but at least let's try.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Because those old ones, they were given a chance actually.
Definitely, they will give me a chance.
So it just depends on what they can do with the chance that they are given right now. Okay, so I have come to like know quite a number of young people who I wouldn't say we're not given the chance to like speak. They have created like platforms for other youths to like voice out and then do stuff in the community. It could be from a point of not being heard, that they were pushed towards, okay, this happened to me, I don't want it to happen to someone else. Or they've just seen someone else experience it and then they are now doing these things that they're doing. To give like a quick advice to people who are to young people who are creating platforms for other young people to speak out and all of that.
First, I would like to give a kudos to those young people because they are they're breaking the bridge or filling up the gap. Because there's several young people that want to speak up, but because of, let's say, lack of confidence or courage to stand up and speak. But young people like this have got the opportunity and got the platform like this. How you do it currently.
Thank you.
So I want to say first of all, kudos to them. Then in the aspect of what you asked, what can help in that aspect? What can help is they should now this is where the intergenerational solidarity can come in terms of getting support, in terms of meeting people that have experience in such a platform or such a field. You can have a mentor, even though you may not be the person, you know the person so well. You can be mentor from afar. You just study his lifestyle and okay, you learn one or two things from the person. So that can help. Then maybe you have questions. You can walk up to someone that's maybe a bit elderly, or you can even be a fellow youth actually, and just listen to the person and ask some questions, get some findings, and it's for you to improve on what you're doing. You need to get some recommendations, get some just ask some several questions from people that you think can give you answers, and you're fine to go.
So it's more like asking people who have experiences, not maybe like experiences, but they have something to offer.
Definitely.
So even when you're looking at someone who you could walk up to, you should be sure that that person has proper knowledge of what you want and can actually help you. So still talking about youth, the two typical examples that I feel we are talking about right now, like under intergenerational solidarity, has to be like family and then workplace, right? So still moving back to like family setting. For a young person who has dreams, who let's say career now, in fact, let me say 90% of African youths have passed through this stuff. You want to pursue a particular career, and then your parents are saying no. This is what I want you to do, and you're saying no. I actually want to do this, and my passion is here. And your parents are saying no. You should be a doctor. You should be an engineer. You should be a lawyer, and you are gradually forced into doing something like that. Let's say God helps you, you don't do it, right? But then you really want your parents to understand. How do you start showcasing like the potentials you have to actually succeed in that other career path?
Okay. So then the thing is, for example, you want to be a lawyer or can be a footballer, for example.
Okay.
And my parents want to be a lawyer.
Oh, let's say it happens, yeah.
Okay. First of all, they have to see the passion. Yeah, because if you say you want to be something, you want to do something, like for example, you want to be a footballer, my parents want to be a medical doctor, a surgeon for that matter. So you have to see the passion and see your seriousness. Because if you say you want to be a footballer and you're just saying by just per se, and there's no seriousness or there's no drive, no passion. Because no, actually, passion can be seen. It's not something that you on the head, but you can be seen in your actions, in the way you react to things, when you get involved in the thing you say you love. So if this can see it, even though I know some parents can be so
ignorant.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they can want to be persistent and say you must take this. If it's not this course, we will disown you, do that, and that. Actually, that has happened to several young people out there, and in a way, I don't think it's cool because these people they are young and they have dreams. Yes, you want a dream for them, but why not listen to them first? If the dream, your job as a parent is to guide them, is to lead them in the path. Yes, they might want to be in this path. If first of all look at the path they want to be in, is it a good path? It's not as if it's a bad. They want to be a dubious thing. So if you see it's the right path, okay, is this going to be good for my child? If it's yes, then help them, direct them. Not imposing your own dream
and will on them.
Yes, because later on they have their own life to lead. Because you won't live the life of them. To get to a point you have to go, and they'll be left. So will they be the way we regretted the past, saying they didn't live out their dreams, or is that what you want for them, or you just let them be and enjoy and be in the path they want to be? So I think what you should do is to just listen to them first of all. Then, if it's a good path they want to see themselves in, guide them.
Exactly. So I also feel that even if you want them to do something or maybe walk down a particular career path, it could be that you know what your child is going to like enjoy from doing that career, whatever. And that's when you start giving them a sense of responsibility. But if you're not going to be responsible enough with your life and you're saying you want to do football, it's just like you're going to go and play. So if you're actually you're going to show them that sense of responsibility, you're going to show them results, and like my guest here said, if you're passionate, let your passion show in your actions. So I really loved the whole, oh my goodness, you're smart. You really are. Thank you so much for being on set with me today. I still have one more activity for you. And I had to write it down so that I don't forget. Don't look into my book, right?
I'm looking.
Okay. Let me take it because something can happen to your eyes now. Right, so I just have like six riddle questions for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let me see properly so that your words can digest. Okay, there are two words and they both start with R and they end with D. The two words are like 6-lettered. The first is a name and the second is the past tense of a verb. You want me to say it again?
There are two words. The first, it starts with letter R and end with letter D.
Yes.
And the 6-letter word.
Both, yes, 6-letter.
And one is a name.
Yes.
And one.
The second is the past tense of a verb. I should have given you countdown, but I just want to let you.
Now, in this case, I'm trying to.
Are you certain so that?
Is there options?
No, there are no options.
Okay, the name. Okay, like. Richard.
Richard is not 6-letter now. 7. So you're laughing. Just tell me the answer. I know you know it. You're just giving us suspense. Tell us.
Okay. Now this is hard actually.
Really? Hey, maybe because I'm not that wrote it, it's not hard for me. But I'm not going to give you the answer now. It's later on. So the second one says, what month of the year has 28 days?
It's February. Am I right?
No.
28 days.
All the months have 28 days. All of them have 28 days.
This is what month ends.
Has. So I said, okay. Okay, I already told you the answer to that. Let me just tell you the first. So the first. You're still thinking about it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It says the third one says a man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why?
He didn't get a single hair
on his head wet. Was outside in the rain without an umbrella, without any shield or hat, but he didn't get any single hair wet. Why is that?
Was outside in the rain. It wasn't specified that he was under the rain. He could be in the house.
Outside in the rain. Outside.
In the rain. And it could be a shed.
In the rain. Oh my goodness.
Okay, can you think it again?
Okay. A man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why?
He didn't get a single hair on his head. Because he didn't have a hair on his head.
Right. I'm so happy that you got this one.
Okay,
thank God. That's like one.
No. I was still going to go over to this.
Okay, no problem. Okay, the fourth one says there are several people in a boat, yet there is no single person on the boat. Why is that?
There's several people in the boat.
Yes.
And there's no one on the boat.
There's no single person.
They're all married.
Right, they're all married, and that's the correct answer. So the fifth one says, what's at the end of everything?
What's at the end of everything? The end.
Are you serious? What's at the end of everything? What's at the end of everything? I'm giving you a clue. I'm not supposed to do that. What's at the end of everything?
End of everything.
Yes.
I think I'm fastest.
Okay. You want to say the answer? Or you still want to think about
Tell
it?
me the answer.
Letter G. Letter G is at the end of everything. Yes.
I didn't think of it like that though.
Oh, really?
Okay, the next one.
Okay, this one is very, very simple.
It is out of 6, I've got
2. Okay, then, yeah, 2.
And one is pending.
Okay, one is pending.
Yes.
Let's pray you get it too. Okay, so this is the last And it says, you will not fail it, but don't fail it. What's the theme for 2022 International Youth Day?
Okay, intergenerational solidarity.
Oh my goodness.
Let me clap for
You
myself.
got it. Let me clap for you. You tried. That's amazing.
So
Thank
back
you
to
so
question
much.
one.
Oh yeah.
The
Back to question one.
Okay. Start with R and end with D. Since it's about a name.
Okay, so the first one is Roland. And the second one is rained. Rain. This is the past tense of rain. Yes. Well, you tried 3 out of 6. Huh? Exactly, which means you could have been able to. But were you tense?
No,
were you under pressure?
But the question you gave was kind of bit.
Are you serious?
I didn't say hard, but.
Okay, so he's not confessing that it was hard,
No,
but
it's
deep
not.
down, after this talk show, he's definitely going to tell me it was hard. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and until next time, my name is Princess. Bye.